You'd told me even 6 months ago that I'd be doing a trail run, a 25-kilometre trail run. I would have laughed in your face. I grew up in Cooroy and had no idea that the trail between Cooroy and Pomona actually even existed until we did a little bit more research into the Noosa trail network and all the different backcountry trails that you can take through all the bushland there. And we discovered that there was one literally down the road from Mum's place.
When Bo suggested that we do a 25-kilometre trail run, my first thought was, are we ready for this?
Running on from a lot of the last challenge that we did was we've summited Mount Kosciuszko. We knew that we needed to level up a little bit. We know that when we're actually going to be down in the Australian Alps and trekking through the backcountry down there, we'll be doing between 10 to 20 Ks a day. So we wanted to do something that was a little bit more longer distance so that we can push ourselves a little bit further and build that strength and endurance as we go.
We had both been training quite hard individually as well, doing workouts and trying to go for at least 5-kilometre runs. I'm keen to see how we do on a 25-kilometre trail run because we have both never done that before. I know we keep saying that, but it's true. Like we're kind of fit, but we're not that fit. So seeing how our bodies cope with that is going to be really interesting, and finding ways to recover after that is really what we're looking to explore and on our mission to become more climate resilient.
So we knew that the trail from Mum's place through to Pomona and back again was about 23, 25 kilometres, but we didn't really know how long that was going to take us. But we knew that we were up for the challenge. So we started early, around about 5:30 in the morning. It's 5:30 in the morning, just as the sun was coming up. Beautiful time to start, still nice and cool. We knew that it would give us plenty of time throughout the day to be able to get the trail done.
I think round trip from the house down through to the trail all the way up to Pomona. It goes from pretty much Cooroy to Pomona and then back again. It's about 23 Ks, 24 Ks round trip, so.
It'll be a big one.
It'll be a big one today.
Enjoy our water though.
So it was another bright and early start, which I was so excited for. Even though I'm not great in the morning, I love getting up early, and once I'm actually out, I just enjoy it so much.
We kicked things off partway down, about 2.5 Ks from Mum's place. There is a local little coffee shop called the Bus Stop Espresso Cafe. There's a really old vintage bus that they've decked out and made into a little coffee shop. And of course, we sat down and had a little coffee 2 Ks in. Because that's what you do, right? When you're setting off to do a 25-kilometre challenge.
No, that was part of our plan, was to get a coffee before we went, get a little bit of caffeine in us, get a bit more pep, so that we had enough energy to do this.
All right, we've reached the entrance to the trail. We finally got down here. It's about, what, 3 Ks from the house. We're just about to start the trail.
We're caffeinated.
Absolutely, we stopped for a little coffee. Little caffeinated drink to get it started. But we'll touch base with you when we hit Pomona, which is about 10 Ks. But we're feeling good. We're feeling good.
Endorphins were running high. So we felt pretty good by the time we actually entered or got to the starting point of the trail.
Caffeinated, ready to go. So we started off strong, started jogging. And our rhythm we were thinking, well, that we kind of fell into doing, was jogging 1K, then walking 1K, which worked out really well in the long run.
We felt pretty good. Legs were good, body was good. We were making good ground. So we were doing alternating Ks. So at the time we were doing a K of running and then a K of walking, K of running, and we kept that kind of rhythm for most of the trek all the way through to Pomona.
It really helped us with our endurance and making sure we would meet that distance.
By the time we got to Pomona, my legs started to really blow out, right? Knees, ankles, hip flexors, all the things that you would start to really fatigue and cramp up. Even at those points, I think by the time we got to Pomona, it was about 12, 13 Ks in. And yeah, I was starting to feel it. Reese he was starting to feel it too, but he keeps nice and quiet with a lot of those types of things. So I never know if he's in a world of pain, whereas I'm overtly talking about how painful my legs are going. But luckily, we're both laughing about it, having a good old time. Huge achievement. Again, we'd never done it before, so to be able to get to Pomona was pretty awesome.
We were handling the jogging for a K really well, but it was probably about halfway or maybe even like a third of the way in where we started to feel it. My sides and my ankles were getting quite sore just from the uneven ground, trying to compensate with that. Once we made it to Pomona, we really needed to rehydrate. So we got some Powerades that has the 4 electrolytes that we need. Rehydrated, had a little protein bar as well.
That helped for a bit.
We've just hit I assume it's halfway point because we're turning back around. So we're going back. This is when we're heading back now. It's been, we're starting to feel it though. Our legs are struggling, but I don't know, I think we're feeling okay. We're feeling all right.
Yeah, we were definitely starting to fatigue. Literally getting that marathon sort of shuffle. We were all hunched over, kind of like a little dinosaur running along.
We started jogging again, but it was a lot slower. We were definitely feeling sore already. And I had a little T-Rex stride going, a little hunched over, like just trying to push my body to make sure I was moving a bit quicker than walking.
Both of us all cramped over, all hunched over, and we were definitely struggling to go up some of the hills. So yeah, it definitely made it very, very difficult, but we were very determined to keep pushing on and get all the way back. And I actually think we ran most of the way back by the time we actually hit the trail again, which was pretty cool. I think it was more of a mental thing that we're just like, I really just want to get back. I really want to get back. This is actually really painful. So I wouldn't say running. I think we probably just shuffled.
We were almost the whole way home, but it was a hard slog getting that far. I was pretty proud of us for doing it, but our bodies definitely felt the toll of going that far in that short of a time. So we'll definitely be looking at better ways to recover and help our bodies handle that. We're also really interested in expanding our knowledge on our recovery and how we can better cope with these extreme conditions that we're putting ourselves through. To get our bodies more used to that, we're trying to look to people in our community who are already doing things in these fields, and we're going to try and learn as much as we can from them.
So we definitely exceeded our expectations on what we actually achieved, which made us think that we need to level up even again and amp up our next training sessions. We've got some really cool things planned around that already. But I would love to hear from any of you, even in the comments below or direct message, about maybe some ideas that you have for us around some training that you think we may need to do in order to prepare for an expedition like this. So you know the score. Smash that subscribe button, like and comment on this video, and we'll see you in the next episode.